Hey everybody, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. We're back! So, I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. I know you guys are going to be seeing this on Wednesday, but I'm recording this on Tuesday because I've got 3 episodes I'm recording today. But anyway, I just wanted to do something a little bit simple for editing. The past couple of weeks, I've been having a lot of trouble with my editor, so this makes it a lot simpler just to do this on my own. Now, I know I haven't really gotten a lot of videos since the Direct and the Minecraft episode 2. Look, don't worry, I'm fine. I've been having a couple issues in my personal life right now that have been inhibiting me from doing my actual job. So, I have a lot more time to do this now, so that's good. As I'm kind of in this limbo of my life. But, nothing's really wrong. I'm relatively perfectly fine with everything. But I figured, considering how pissed off I was at the Direct the other day, if you didn't watch that video, just watch it. They didn't announce Twilight Princess HD. Now, some rumors are saying that they are, but I'm not really sure. And it's the same thing with Wind Waker, and I'd be happy. But I figured, why am I even super upset about it? I've never played them, and that's when it kind of hit me. I've never played them. I want to, really badly. So I figured out how to emulate the HD versions on my computer. It took maybe 3 hours to set up. And it was terrible. The amount of times I had to go through the YouTube process, just looking at videos, trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. It was awful. I hated it. But I finally figured out how to do it. And I've got a bunch of different Wii U games on there. And actually, after this video goes up, I'm downloading even more. And maybe I'll do some Breath of the Wild stuff in honor of Breath of the Wild 2 coming in, hopefully 2022. Because the way they're making it seem makes it seem like it's coming out next year. Ayanuma keeps telling us that it's coming out next year, but I'm not really sure. Well, he's not telling us, he's implying it to us, but that's besides the point. I'm excited, though, if it is. But yeah, I was really upset about the whole Direct thing, so I'm gonna play the games that I've never played because Ayanuma doesn't give a shit. Love you, Ayanuma. So we are gonna quickly play with the Pro controller, because I'm using an Xbox controller to emulate this, and it's gonna be weird. So I might make some weird button inputs because I'm not used to using an Xbox controller instead of a Nintendo controller. And while I have one, it wasn't hooking up properly. And I was too lazy to figure out the issue. So, here we are. Real quick, I think it's only fitting that we go and make it my actual name. And I think I'm going to keep Epona's name. She deserved it. Okay, let me pull that up. And cool. And we're gonna play in normal mode because I'm not skilled enough to play in hero mode. So anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed that fun little Twilight Princess intro. So. Tell me, do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. The only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who have left our world. That is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. But enough talk of sadness. I have a favor to ask of you. Oh, he said my name! I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes, it was a task set to me by the mayor. But would you go on my steed? Or stead. Is it steed or stead? Who knows? You have never been to Hyrule, right? Well, I played Ocarina of Time recently, and that was fun. In the kingdom of Hyrule, there is a great castle, and around it is Castle Town, a community far bigger than our little village. And far bigger than the Hyrule is the rest of the world the gods created. You should look upon it with all your own eyes. It's getting late. We should head back to the village. I will talk to the mayor about this matter. Anyway, I made it to the Forest Temple before. So I know most about what the game is. I've never played the HD version, so again, I'm a little confused by the controls. I played the GameCube and the Wii version up to the Forest Temple. And then I usually get bored and then quit it. But I'm gonna go through the entire thing. It's not that the game is boring. It's just that I usually end up having other things I gotta do. But now that I'm doing this for YouTube, I kind of have an obligation, so forces me to play it. So, but with Wind Waker, it's going to be a completely fresh experience because I've never played that game at all. Yeah, I've never actually bothered to watch YouTube videos on it or spoil it. I've heard things about it. I've heard about the weapons that you might get in it. I've never really heard much about the temples. Truthfully, I know nothing about that game. So that's going to be a completely fresh experience. But I know the first part of this game, so I can waddle my way through this. So I'll kind of be like a guide. I don't know. We'll have some extra videos. Doing menial tasks like Poe hunting and heart container collecting. Backtracking, you know. Might stream that on Twitch or YouTube Live. One or the other. Hey Mac, you there? Hey, you mind helping me herd the goats? They ain't listening to me lately. Hey, where's Epona? Alright. So if I try to go to Ordon Village, he's just gonna tell me I need Epona. So if you're gonna play this along with me, just know you can't go that way. Oh, what the? Okay. There we go. And I believe there is a rupee in one of these rocks. If only I can break it. There we go. Because, well, you want to rack up 130 rupees by the time you're about to start the Forest Temple. Because you want to get the second bottle, or at least before you're about to leave Hyrule Field. So it's not the most, you know, incredibly tough challenge. But, you know, break rocks, cut grass, do whatever you feel fit. Okay. I do not know if there's any rupees in these. Yeah, I was about to say, it'd probably be under the big one. Alright. So I love the Zelda series, so it really does surprise me that I've never actually bothered to sit down and play a full version of this game. And I think that's also probably because the Wii was a little bit off-putting, and I played an emulated version on the GameCube, and the control scheme was just so weird to me, because I typically play with a GameCube controller on Smash, but I don't know. Oh, hi, Mac. I washed Epona for you. The amount of cutscenes that take place at this fountain. I'm not going to spoil any of them, but... Epona works really hard, so I thought she deserved a treat. Oh, but listen, Mac, could you do something for me? Can you use a piece of grass to play that song for me? You know, the one that Epona likes? Absolutely, I'll do weed with you. Love getting high with my bestie friends. You know, I realize there's certain jokes that I'm not supposed to make. Like, I'm trying to be as, like, clean as possible about things, because I could have made that joke, like, 10 times more vulgar, but... I'm trying to be family friendly. If I ever get ad monetization so I can just not do retail, that'd be perfect. Because, God, I hate retail sometimes. Ordon music really do be bumping, though. Now, it's not like I hate my jobs in retail. I wouldn't say that I hate them, now. I definitely do like working for people, and I enjoy being around people. I think just sometimes people forget that retail employees are just that, retail employees. They're not their own managers or supervisors. Half the time they can't do the things that you need them to. And when you're just rude to them, that's kind of really mean. Whoa, I didn't even know the camera could do that. Okay, that's cool. If it isn't young Mac, are you going to close down the ranch for today? I just closed the shop myself. So you know all about the mischievous monkeys that have been coming into the village lately. Those things worry me a bit. I'd better lock up tight here. I couldn't stand to have any more goods stolen. Can't trust that good-for-nothing husband to do anything right. Come on, Dad. You can't catch a silly little monkey. Well, no. No, I can't. No, I can't. Oh, listen to us, Babylon. I didn't mean to keep you. Alright, off to work with you. So I'm going to try and have as many character interactions as I can. Oh, great timing, Mac. There was something I had forgotten to tell you. My son Colin is making a fishing rod so the two of you can play together. He should finish it today, so you can come get it at the house tomorrow. Funny, he should say that, because this kid's name is my real name. For anyone who doesn't know, my name is not actually Mac. It's a, I guess it would be an alias of my last name. Oh, hi Mac. I'm making you a fishing rod, you know. All I have left to do is paint it, so get ready for fishing. Well, there you go. You know my real name, and I'm getting a fishing rod, so always fun. Alright, and let's talk to the mayor real quick. Oh, Mac. Looks like you're going to help Fado. Good job. Is it Fado or Fado? He headed up to the ranch ahead of you. You go finish up your chores before the sun goes down. I've heard both pronunciations of the name, so I'm a little confused. Sorry to get you over here in such a hurry, Mac. These guys have been awful skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say. Sorry to ask, bud, but how's about you and Epona herd them real quick into the barn real quick? We ain't got much time, so you think you can do it for me? Absolutely. Much obliged there, bud. Okay. Go on, herd all these little scamps into the barn for me. I just changed this accent, like, mid-tutorial. So I usually have the most trouble with this on the Wii, because the Wii's motion controls, no offense Nintendo, they aren't that great. I mean, you could always get Wii Motion Plus, which I have on my controller, but who gets Wii Motion Plus? Are you going to play Skyward Sword? No. No. Go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Cut this little... Oh, you jack... You jackarse, that's what I'm gonna say. If you're in Europe, I apologize, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, isn't it? If anybody because I know I've looked at my statistics before, and a few people of the 101 people who are subscribed to me do watch from Europe. And if any new viewers could tell me, is ours bad over in Europe? Because I hear people saying it over there. Some people get offended, some people don't. I can cover everything tomorrow without having to trouble you. So just sit back and relax, bud. Well, thank you, Fado. Oh, but how about today? Want to practice with the fences? Just wait a spell, bud. I'll get them fences up. So basically, if I were to come back here tomorrow, he'd tell me to go play with the kids, which you'll see in a second. So I'm not going to worry about necessarily coming back, because technically you can, but really the second day is more of the tutorial than the first. The first day is just about horse riding, so mainly about the motion. Second day is going to be all about using tools. I know even though technically people harp on this game's tutorial being god-awfully long, I think it really does work for the style and the length of this game. I mean, this game is long. I mean, most people tend to make a Let's Play, and it's usually about 60 parts, which is, like, absurd. You know, Ocarina of Time, you can do this if you're doing, you know, a temple, a video. Yeah, video, not a day. A temple, a video, and you're doing, like, the Poe hunting stuff. You could knock out the game within... I don't know, doing the math, that's 8 temples. And then, again, in Sour, that's 9 videos. And then you could do collectible Poes and collectible items, 10th video, and then Heart Pieces, 11th. You could truthfully make an Ocarina of Time playthrough in 11 videos. There's not so much to do in the game, but I don't know, I hold that game near and dear to my heart. It'll never be as good as Majora's Mask, but Ocarina of Time is still really good. I know that's a crazy statement, but Majora's Mask is just something else. Oh, Mac, did you hear? They're selling a slingshot at the store right now. A slingshot! I wonder how powerful it is. I need it. I must try it. Tyler, if you and Mello want it so badly, just buy it at my parents' shop. Do you send any rupees in my hand? I can't afford that thing. Come on, Beth. Can't you just loan it to us for a while? You know I get in trouble for that. If you want it, save up your allowances or something. But our allowances are terrible. Oh, I wish I was born into a family with a slingshot instead of one with a water wheel. Imagine Mallow having, like, the deepest voice imaginable. You have the day off from work, don't you, Mac? You have to give Epona a day off, too, poor girl. Well, thank you, Colin. I was just coming to talk to you and say hi. You're over here scolding me. Okay, so. If I remember correctly, he went to Beehive. Well, hey, morning, Mac. Got a day from work today? Got a day off from work today, my boy? Not me. The wife's been hassling me. Today's the day to restock our store. Look, you see that up there in that tree? You can get a better view by pressing... I don't really care about that stuff. Yeah, some Ordon bees built themselves a fine nest up there, and I was thinking about knocking it down. Our cat hasn't come home since yesterday, and the wife's in a bad mood, so at the very least I need to bring something home to her. Yeah, so. Cool. Honestly, that gives me a nice chance to check the camera as well, how it works. And I just realized that in the GameCube, it's inverted. If I went this, I mean, maybe it's just the way I emulated it, but if I tilted my joystick the way I'm turning my head, it would have went this way instead. So, weird. Alright, what do you need? Oh, good morning to you. Did you come to get the fishing rod that Colin made? I'm really sorry, but would you hear me out first? You have not seen a cradle come floating by here, have you? It's a baby's cradle, made of finely woven tree bark. Oh, such a misfortune. How far could it have drifted, I wonder? So that implies that we need to get the baby cradle. And real quick, we'll talk to the mayor. Get it out of the way. Morning, Mac. Sounds like Father's handling things at the ranch on his own today. When he's up there alone, I always figure some calamity or other's gonna happen. I just hear Calamity and Zelda, and I instantly think Calamity Ganon. It's heading for town. Somebody stop it. Alright, so... the fun part about this particular introduction, I wouldn't say minigame, but activity, it plays into a certain event later in the game that I'm not going to spoil, but only because, and I only know about it, even though I've only played up to the Forest Temple myself, because my dad used to play the game all the time, and that's what really got me interested in Zelda, so. Even though technically Majora's Mask was my first experience with Zelda, it is my first experience watching someone play it. Hey, there you go. Over here. Yeah, your voice scary as well as usual. Maybe you can teach my tykes that. I don't care about the control scheme. So listen, why don't you climb up those vines there, Mac? Alright, so. Yo, there you are. Check this out. You know Sarah at the general store? Well, isn't that her cat over there? He's just been sitting there next to my house having a staring contest with the creek. You don't suppose he's gonna catch a fish, do you? Ha ha! A cat can't catch no fish. Anyway, that's not what I was meaning to tell you about. I want you to take a look at something. See that grass growing over there on the edge of that rock? I haven't seen you whistling. Haven't I seen you whistling with that stuff? Yep. Link's a stoner. He smokes grass all the time. I figured it was pretty rare to see it growing in a place like that, so I thought I'd let you know. I bet you could hop across these rocks with just a quick little tilt of blah blah blah. Okay. So again, if you notice all the way out there, there's a little monkey. She's got the cradle. Well, I'm not going to use the eagle grass to go over there because there's another piece over there where you saw that rupee. You're going to use it and knock down the bee's nest. I think the temple I'm most worried for is Lakeside, because I always hear the infamous, you know, water temple syndrome. There we go. So that's going to allow us to climb up to the top of the tree if you see those little vines over there. Now, something I noticed, it was the fact that this rupee here is not in here in the GameCube version. And that was because it was really hard to find the rupees in the GameCube version. You had to smash pumpkins, and there was 2 golden rupees. One you can see on top of that roof there, and the other one was on the tree. I mean, I didn't think it was hard, but I guess some people harped on it because Nintendo thought it was difficult. Alright, so there we go. So now we can get the fishing rod. As I said, for the tutorial at the very least, I'm going to be guiding you through it. But once we get to the forest temple, I can't really help you there, because we're in this together. Unless you already played it. But if you got some feedback, go ahead. Oh, Mac, that cradle. Did you go to the trouble of finding it for me? My thanks to you. Oh, that reminds me. There was something I'm supposed to give you. Do you think you could carry that cradle and come back with me to my house? So you can either be slow and wait for her, but I'm impatient, so we're just going to keep walking all the way up and just initiate the cutscene early. My thanks to you, Mac. Yes, I had nearly forgotten. I am supposed to give you this. Alright, here you go. Alright. So one thing about the Wii U, I'm not sure if this is the same with the Wii, because I can't remember, is that you can equip 3 items instead of 2, so that'll be helpful. You can use it if you like. So we're going to equip it to R. Or actually, no, we're going to equip it to X. Because most likely, we won't need it too badly. Alright. So, we are at 16 rupees. And we can find an additional 15 up here, putting us at the 30 that we need for the slingshot. So we'll go to the store in a second. Because that's also going to initiate another talking point. Okay, well, the free camera angle is a little bit wonky. I always forgot, they didn't really refine the camera until, okay, there we go. They didn't really refine the camera until Breath of the Wild, and even still, free cameras always have issues. You're never gonna really break free of that. See what I did there? Free camera, break free. So you can either do that and go out of bounds and then skip down, or you can just roll. Like that. Or you just flick the joystick forward. Okay, real quick. I'm just gonna grab as many rupees as I can. So you're just gonna tell us to don't waste food? Oh well. I need money. There we go. Okay, there we go. And we are up to 38. And by the end of Ordon Village, we should be up, I think, to, or at least the second day of the tutorial, at least in Ordon, we should be up to 46, or 48. 48, I believe. 48. Because technically there's another gold rupee, but I've never realized how to get it. Oh my, it's young Mac. Welcome, my dear. You didn't happen to see my little cat out there, did you? He ate the fish we were going to have for supper last night, and I gave him a good scolding, but then he went out and hasn't returned. I'm so fraught with worry for him, I've exhausted myself. Well, now she's implying that you have to go get her cat for her. By the way, I love the look of this, by the way. Because like I said, being someone who's used to the GameCube and Wii graphics, they kind of sucked. I mean, what do you expect? They're not HD consoles. At most, they output, like, what, I think 720p can... No, because 720p isn't hypothetically... isn't HD, although some people will beg to differ with you. And YouTube apparently thinks that's a high-quality video. I always try to film in HD, but then I always remember YouTube scales it down to 480p right now. So it always ends up looking blurry and choppy, and only looks good on a phone. I mean, I've watched anything on my computer currently of my videos, and just modern videos in general, and they're always scaled down. It's terrible. Can't wait for COVID and the Wi-Fi crisis to be over. So. Alright, we're just going to quickly catch a fish. It's not a really hard task, but it's about timing. There we go. So when that little red bobber goes down, you're just going to hit the button that you set the fishing rod to, and then pull back with, I guess, the stick that you used to move around. The one joystick, not the C stick. Oh, and there's another change as well. I just realized it. The cat in the GameCube version would run away from you on the first fish. But on the second fish, if you caught the fish, the cat would see you and then come over you and try to get it. So, let me put that away. We are going to quickly go over and get the slingshot and then go talk to the kids. Like I said, we could go up to Fado, but I don't want to waste too much time because, believe me, I'm just going to do this tutorial all in one video. And we're already at 27 minutes, which is crazy. And I know I talked your ear off for like the first 3 minutes, but that was mainly just to be able to say certain things without having to worry about YouTube issues. You know how they are. I wonder, can you get up if I were to go down here? Or can you just climb? Because if I've just been doing this wrong the entire time. No, okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I probably might need an item later to come and get it. Alright, well, let's quickly go over to the shop. Remember to stay hydrated, guys. I remind you every time at the end of the video, but, you know, considering that this is such a long video, I might as well remind you earlier. Just look, my little kitty Mac came back. Your kitty's named after me? Say, Muddy, why don't you have some too? I'm in a good mood, so it's on the house today. I realize he keeps switching her accent. If it isn't consistent, just know it's probably because I'm being stupid. I get it. I can reuse the bottle, recycling it. Yes, it's my first empty bottle. I believe at 4. You get 4 empty bottles. And you can fill it with soup and all sorts of crap. What are you doing buying a slingshot, you naughty thing? You're too old for toys. Will you at least let the kids play with it? Oh, I should tell you, if you happen to run out of pellets, you can also use pumpkin seeds. We did it, guys. We got the most useless weapon in the game. Honestly, it is, though, because you will never need it after the, after the tutorial and the first dungeon. You won't need it anymore. One, because the bow will come in later. I believe that's in the second dungeon, but... Ah, just in time, Mac. I delivered something to your room. Oh, I see you got the fishing rod. Colin will be pleased, and it works better than you would think, right? We'll have a good one. Alrighty. So let's quickly talk to the kids. Mac is a slingshot. Whoa! Wow, you simply had enough money to buy it, Mac? So they're going to quickly give me a tutorial about how to shoot with it, and I do not care. So if you see me skip it, don't worry, it's useless text. If you see me skip any text, I'm just going to set that precedent now. And they're telling me how to do directions. Don't worry about it. Okay, wow, this is great. Let's see how powerful that slingshot is. Hit the targets and those scarecrows. I can't believe you two brats are so obsessed about this. It just shows what little boys you both still are. These two idiots will never shut up about it, so I guess you'll just have to show them, Mac. Alright, let me quickly set. I'm an idiot and did that wrong. Okay. Yes, we get it. Figured I might as well do that. Now, the one thing I missed from the Wii, though, when I did the tutorial on the Wii, is the fact that you had a gauge of where it was pointing. Here you don't have any of that. Whoa, amazing, Mac. Hey, thanks, Mac. By the way, Mac, were you expecting Colin's dad to bring something by here? Because he did. Oh, yeah, that's right. What was that, anyway? I command you to tell us. Alright, well, actually, let's go figure that out right now. Swore I heard something, and I thought it was one of those little spider things that I killed. And there we go, we got the wooden sword. Cool. So, because I believe this is shields, this is armor, and then these are the swords. Alright, cool. So, at the very least, I'm pretty acclimated now to the layout of the GUI? Is that what it is? Is it a GUI? Anyway. Ooh, my. Isn't that a wooden sword, Mac? Whoa, she's right. Hey, can I see it for a sec? Seriously, lately these monkeys have been coming out of the woods and playing tricks on us. We want to get them good. Come on, teach them how to use the sword. Well, you know me. I love teaching children how to use weapons, especially sharp ones. Alright, the slice. Okay. So, yep. I'll just declare what the moves are. Yeah, we're just gonna skip what they say. Alright, so she's gonna ask me to do a stab, which is just that. And there we go. And lastly, he's going to ask me to do a jump attack. Pretty simple. Hydration alert 2. I can't believe... I filled this up with 44 ounces of water, fluid ounces of water, and it's almost empty again. I love water. Oh... She got them cheeks. And here we go. The tutorial is now practically over. This is where the game really starts. "35 minutes in, and the tutorial is technically not over, but kind of is, because you're finally getting into action. Alrighty. Alright. So we had to bring Epona along to jump this fence. And we're going to be seeing those two fountains that I've passed, that one and the one before that, because they're going to play a huge part in the story later, so. Alright. So real quick, let's read this sign here. Forest Temple Path. It's pitch dark ahead. Parties interested in going forward must go this way, Cora. Which, he will give us a item that'll help us traverse the cave. Alright, so while I'm quickly just cutting grass, for rupees. like there's any. Oh well. So anyway, now that I'm coming up to Koro. Whoa, an Ordonian. Hi, guy. Listen, I'm not sure you should be wandering around the woods without a lantern. Just because it's daylight doesn't mean it's safe. There are a ton of caves and dank spots around here that get pretty dark even in the middle of the day. Here on, guy. Here, go on, guy. Take this. Alright, got the lantern. Alright. See, as long as you got oil to fuel your lantern, you can light your way and set fire to stuff. They're the best. Come on, guy, try setting a fire under that big pot. We can quickly set that to there. That's right, see, it's on fire, guy. Yeah, you keep using that lantern anytime you feel the need. And if it runs out of oil, you come see me to get it refilled. Alright, well, we will quickly put this away. Because we do not need it as of now. Just had to do that. You know, it's the principle of these things. I went the wrong way. I gotta say, the music here. Something else. I get it. I read the sign already. Ooh. Stupid and did not think about that. Alright. We got some seeds there. You found a play wooden sword. It's Talos. Like I said, I'm trying to speed through the tutorial as fast as possible, so if I skip some dialogue, just know it's not because I don't care, it's just because I played the tutorial so many times and I realize how long it is. And some of the dialogue is really just unnecessary. This game really gets the rep for being Ocarina of Time copy, and I really don't think that. I think it's very much its own thing. There we go. We want that blue rupee there. Get a green rupee. We aim up there. I was about to say, we should get a blue rupee. Like I said, you want to have 100 by the time you are about to leave Faron Woods. We'll get an extra 10 right here, so. We get an extra heart. And get a refill on seeds. Alright. Alright. I gotta say that this is probably the most painstaking part of this game because it just drags on and on and on and on. But if I hated it, I wouldn't be playing it. So a lot of times there's just a lot of empty space where I'm not talking. I just noticed that. It's gonna be really fun editing this. Even though, like I said, most likely I'm just gonna slap an outro in the end and then the beginning scene as you've already seen, and we're just gonna call it a day. You know, as one does. I've also got a Double Dash video coming later this week. You know, playing a couple of GameCube titles. Alright, first we need to go in here. One, because there's something we need, and two, there's a collectible in here, so. And I'll explain why these collectibles are so painstakingly horrible in this game. Once we get it. I gotta say that I believe there's a bokoblins. They're ugly as sin. They are the grossest looking things. They made them look so good in Breath of the Wild, so I wonder what changed there. Alright, you got the small key. This opens the gate to Faron Woods. So. And now to open the better chest. You got a piece of heart. Collect 5 pieces. 5 goddamn pieces to form a new heart container and increase your life energy. Yeah, in this game, there's 5. You have to get 5. That's so stupid. I get it. The world is huge. And there was no stamina containers at the time. That wasn't even conceived until Skyward Sword. Just because I'm hydrating doesn't mean I can't beat your ass. Okay, let's just grab those. This is a great place to get rupees, though. Because you can honestly just farm this location. But I'm not going to do that, because as I said, I want to keep things moving. Grab those. There we go. So I hear Grezzo is making 3 new Zelda remakes. And people are saying that they're going to be Phantom Hourglass Spirit Tracks, and I hope not. They're okay games. I've played them on DS. Wasn't a huge fan. Not at least compared to some of the other Zelda titles that are more deserving of it. Is this where I came from? Yeah, this is where I came from. I went over there. Because as I said before, try and collect... What was that? Try and collect your 100 rupees early. It'll do you wonders. There we go. Okay. Alright. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with the Deku Babas. They're such a simple enemy. They don't even move. There we go. And Forest Temple ahead. Got enough lantern oil? If not, stop at Charles. I mean, I gotta respect the hustle, man. He's marketing. Which reminds me, if you have not subscribed, you should do that. Because there's gonna be a lot of content on here, and I've got a couple, I don't want to say bits, segments for the show. We're gonna call this a show, basically. It's entertainment. It's a show. But I've got a couple of fun video plans, specifically one called What in the F Internet, which I don't know when I'm going to get around to filming it, but I've got a couple ideas for topics for it. It's basically where I just examine the most awful portions of the internet, you know, as one typically does. Ooh, hey, ooh, you're super. Now just buy something, hey? I'll make him sound kind of like a bird. All right. Let's quickly grab those. You just got 10 rupees. Let me go over here. Alright, so we are officially at 112. And I will tell you why I don't know, yeah, I was about to say. We're going to need 100 for later, which I will show you when we get to that point. So. Unless I already said why I needed it, because honestly, I don't remember. I've had a long day today. I did not sleep well the previous night. And considering that I gotta edit this video and do the 3 episodes tonight, and then I gotta do 3 episodes tomorrow, I'm probably not gonna get sleep this week. So, you know, that's something. Always something fun to think about. Grab that, and release. And then we'll just have a spin attack. And there we go. Other than that, the tutorial's pretty much over. If you hadn't come back, gee, me and that monkey would have probably gotten eaten. Probably. She's actually a pretty nice gal, that monkey. She tried to protect me, so we got captured together. Mac, you're not gonna mention this to my dad, are you? He's always telling me to never, ever go into the forest, because he says it's dangerous. So you can't really tell him, please, you have to promise. I won't tell him, but I ain't promising that your friends won't. Mac. My son told me Tala disappeared into the woods and had not returned. I came as soon as I heard. But it looks like you have brought him home already. I apologize. Such a task should not fall to you. Tell me, have you noticed how strange this wood seems lately? I feel uneasy about what might lie in wait. Anyway, Mac. Tomorrow's finally the day. You will be departing for Hyrule. I think it is a good thing I have given this task to you. Good luck and return safely. If you're lucky, you may even get to meet Princess Zelda. Ha ha ha. In a roundabout way, probably. I just realized the viewfinder has a smudge on it. On the screen, not on the actual footage. It's almost time for you to get going, huh, Mac? So how's about we finish up early today, bud? Yes, we shall. Time to smoke grass and herd goat ass. Alright. Gotta get them chores done. If y'all want to get them goats back into the barn, then climb up onto Epona and holler at me. Okay, then, let's get started. Okay, that was interesting, Link. Alright, here's the one that I hate the most. Okay. Herding these little bastards into the goddamn barn. And I will be as vulgar as I want with this, because I hate this task with a burning passion. Let's herd this guy going that way. Keep him coming. Like I said, you kind of want to get all of them in one area. Or they'll do that and they'll just turn around. And imagine having to do this on the Wii. Like, that's awful. Come on. We gotta get this guy. Right, and we just gotta get this guy to turn around, basically. And then we're done. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And part of it also comes with the placing of them. Another difference I noticed right now. He says 129, that was faster than usual. And typically he tells you how faster. Like he'll tell you, oh, that was a minute and, 20 seconds faster. But I guess because it didn't make sense at the time, because this, I believe, becomes a minigame later. But it didn't make sense to say, oh, yeah, you got the record. So they changed his dialogue. I don't know. I didn't see much issue with it. People like to point out the logical fallacies in video games, and it just does not make sense to me. Oh, done herding for the day, Mac? Well, nice work. The royal gift Russell told you about is ready, so you should get ready for your trip to Hyrule Castle. Now, the royal family requested this gift specifically, so it's real special. And it'd be bad if the representative of Ordon were to be late for such an occasion. You get me, lad? The path before you is a long one, my sweet horse, but please bear Mac safely along it. Wait, what's this? What's happened? She's injured, isn't she? Mac, how could you? You were pushing Epona too hard again. I bet you hurt her leg jumping fences, didn't you? Now, Ilya, there's no need to get so hot with him. Bother! How could you be so easy on him? You're the mayor. You should start acting like one. You poor thing. Women, am I right? It'll be alright, Epona. I'll take you to the forest spring right now. Once we soothe you in the spirit spring, you'll feel better in no time. Hint at what's to come right there. That's a setup. Wait, Ilya! Why, without Epona, the gift won't get delivered in time. Oh, this won't do. No, it will not. Which is why I'm going to have to end it right here, because we are about to go into the very next part of the game, the very beginning. And I'm not going to spoil anything just yet, unless you've already played the game, in which you know what happens. But I just want to say, I got to record the next part now, but you're going to see this first part be the end, because I don't want to make this too long and go over the hour mark. We're already at 53 minutes, unfortunately. Why is this tutorial so long? Anyway, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I know I really do enjoy the tutorial of this game, despite its god-awful length. God-awful length. I might as well speak English properly if I'm going to speak it. Other than that, really, I hope you guys will enjoy the series that is to come, and some of the other Zelda games we're going to be playing later. And if you guys want, I will do live streams of other games on Twitch and YouTube Live. You just let me know. Honestly, you can DM me on my Instagram and Twitter. Those are in the description. Join the Discord if you want to hang out with me, Kirby, and Jenna, as well as a couple other of our friends. We love to play games with people. And honestly, if you guys want to hang out with us, don't feel shy. Just join it. And other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know why I always say other than that, because I just tell you the same thing over and over. Stay hydrated, and have a nice day.